for bit. That's a very cool with you. Much better.
Out here right now. This is not the whole herd. I'm not sure where the other one. Oh, they're down the hill. Goby, cute. So down there on the left is actually our male. That's Goby way down there. Next to him, it looks like Wookie down there. This is Jimmy Ray, and then you've got Shoo Shoo and Beth hanging out over there, laying down. Now, Bactrian camels, they're going to be your camels from Mongolia. They do have a very small population left in Zhejiang, China as well, but it's really only a handful of camels. These camels are very critically endangered. There's really only around 300 to 400 left as a wild variety. So conservation efforts are really struggling right now because the main issue with them is actually domestication. So Shoo Shoo's the one closest to the road here, and Gavin is back there. You're fine. Now, up on their humps is actually fat cells for times of low food source. It's commonly thought of to be water, but that is actually a falsity. The reason that water was believed to be what's in there is that when you break down fat cells, they do contain trace amounts of water that the body can then use. But these camels are actually so good at recycling water in their bodies that they don't need to store mass amounts, whereas they do need to store food stored in wing flapping. He's flung out his wings to the side. Yeah, you're gonna get me, I know. Kind of flung his wings out like that. He's, for some reason, he finds these trunks rather attractive. This is Roar. He is very appropriately named. Yeah, those feet are the thing to watch out for with ostrich. Their peck can be painful, but their feet can be deadly. Hey, crazy girl.
I'm okay. We can be friends from a distance.
Hey, what are you doing? Wow. What are you doing? You're gonna pet me now, huh? Get out of here. Their eyes are actually larger than their brains, so go easy on them. Wow. You guys are playing for girls just want to be gladly. Yeah. Favorite horse pasture. So right here, you know, big man. Right here, you're looking at half of our southern white rhino herd. We actually have another few that are down with a different male. We can't put two males out in pasture at the same time, so we have several other females down with our other male Kingali into our breeding yard by the barn. So we'll probably see them in the distance when we head down to Giraffe. Now this big man right here weighs a little over 5,000 pounds. That's Roscoe, that's our breeding male out here. And then you've got all the rest of these are going to be Zen is here on the right, and you've got little Boots here on the left. That's a 3-year-old calf. Right in the middle you actually have Anon, and a special little boy, Little Letterman, is right there. If you've ever heard of him, named after the famous late night talk show host. He is a very special boy, not only for his namesake, but because he is the only 5th generation southern white rhino outside of Africa. So we are very They even sit like dogs sometimes. I've seen them just sit down on their rumps and their front legs are up and they just sit there. It's crazy. Come on, Annette. Come on, pretty girl. You can come over. Nano. She's like... Yeah, usually they don't come over to the truck. I only had 2 girls that are down with Kingali. They're responsible for most of the dents that you see. That's Kate and Firefly. And it's not an aggressive move at all. It's just them coming up and they like to rub their horns on the truck and they don't realize how big they are.
So why are their horns all muddy? Do they dig?
They dig in, yeah. They root around.
Just to dig, or something?
No, just a special snack here. So I'll go ahead and break this up and put it on the top of this lid. Help yourselves. When you're feeding Tuffy, you can actually pet him too. He'll let you touch him if you have lettuce with you. Okay. Try this head. If he's not eating this head, I'll get a fresher one. It's got a little sun. He's down on my shirt today.
Practice, you can practice.
Usually he'll eat just about everything, but some of the other ones can be a little particular. So yeah, help yourselves. Feel free.
That's a picture. You scared too?
No.
Go ahead, Holly.
I'll show you how to get really good pictures with them too. If you want them to stay there for a little bit, get like this with them, and just hold it just where you can quite get it. That works pretty well. You can break it up. He'll go for little pieces too. But if you want to get a giraffe kiss, you can always get a nice long piece and feed it out too. And go outside and go to where they're supposed to go. Well, Tuffy doesn't always like to do that. Also, when you open those doors back up to let him back in, you have to really quickly move back to the man door without running, because then you'll spook him. But they, it's okay. He's a lush. Would you like one of both of you in it?
Yay. Oh, there you go. Oh, you just took a nibble. Good. There you go.
Hi, are you going?
Look.
Are you going to come play with me now?
Gotta really reach for it, Mom.
Come on. Yes. What's really cool about the zebras is that when they do have offspring, they separate them from the herd for about a week of their first week of life, so that baby learns to recognize mom. They can recognize them by their scent, their caw, and actually their stripe pattern, because all zebras have different stripe patterns. They're individual, just like our fingerprints are. And scientists... So since they're pretty close, we'll stay back about nervous. There goes the man. You have Harlequin is the mother, and Selena is the one standing up right here. Selena is the aunt, so she is the subordinate female. The only breeders are actually going to be the dominant male and female. But everybody in the pack takes care of the puppies. They all kind of raise the puppies, but it's only the dominant ones that will actually do the breeding. Interesting. And do they mate for life in the wild? It depends. If another female were to establish that she's more dominant, they would switch partners, yeah. The crazy noises kind of sounds like a Chewbacca almost when they're really upset, but they never bark and they don't really howl either. Their markings are beautiful. Like each one, if you notice, has a different pattern. No two are ever going to have the same pattern. Now these are very family oriented. They are extremely close with their pack, which causes problems when we're talking about disease transfer. That is one of the main things affecting this species in the wild, and they are among one of the most endangered. Exactly, so that's why it's so difficult trying to get some new ones in. It took us almost a year to get her. Wow. Yeah. Some of the animals, like the cheetahs, really wouldn't be able to survive all year here because they couldn't handle the cold, cold winters. Yeah. So they have to have heated buildings here. So if they were to escape, they're not considered an indigenous animal that would survive. But if the dhole escaped, they're from Russia and Southeast Asia, they would do just fine here.
They're good. I think they're good.
They're good?
The ones she put some seasoning salt or something on the ones I had. They were really good.
They're good. I'm just not. I don't know. They're good, but it's sticky. It's not really not good for us. Yeah.
Well, it's our metal.
Yeah.
And we had some, we're like, well, first I took his dryer, because our dryer was broke, so we all did it over. Then the washer tubes, because we never tried anything out, because I didn't know I didn't want to put anything in. Then the washer